Sup fans, welcome back to my channel, and hey, once again another review for the DCEU, and today we'll be talking about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice. So this will be a quick non-spoiler review. Someday I'll do a spoiler review, but yeah, I'll quickly cover both the theatrical and the ultimate editions. Coming up right now, if you guys enjoy the show. Alright, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is directed by Zack Snyder, and once again stars Henry Cavill as Superman. Yes, he's being called Superman in this movie. Ben Affleck as Bruce Wayne / Batman. Gal Gadot as Diana Prince / Wonder Woman. Jeremy Irons as Alfred. Diane Lane once again as Martha Kent. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. And Amy Adams as Lois Lane. So the story goes is that while the destruction of Metropolis is going on, Bruce Wayne grows this hatred, because he was in the Metropolis event that was going on. He grows this hatred towards Superman because he had a lot of people killed, which is understandable. And so throughout the year, Superman has been trying to find his identity and also actually being Superman, saving people without causing destruction. While at the same time, Batman wants to find a way to stop or destroy this alien invader, as what he likes to call her. He doesn't call him an alien, but he just calls him an alien. But the reason why this is going on is because Lex Luthor is being a puppet master, controlling a lot of hatred towards the two. So it is actually a move throughout the entire time of the movie. It's just a build up between Batman and Superman fighting, while at the same time the Justice League is being informed because Wonder Woman appears in his film sprinkled in throughout the film. And sometimes Bruce looks at it, maybe there's something, maybe even though that he works alone, there's a possibility that someday they can team up. But basically, yeah, Lex Luthor's trying to make these two fight, while at the same time, and then he's trying to build this ultimate backup plan in case it all fails. And yeah, I know this is a terrible description of the movie, but a lot of stuff happened in this movie, and yeah. So let's get on to the review. All right, I'm just gonna get on to the negatives here, because that right there, when I said that there's a lot of stuff going on in this movie, a lot of stuff goes on, and in my opinion, a lot of that shit, just in the theatrical cut especially, it just doesn't work in my opinion. Well, in my opinion, it works. It's just that sometimes it just stumbles across there. Most likely, this film, rather than being a prime focus on Superman and Batman fighting, it's still building up to a Justice League film, which I don't think it's really needed in this movie, because it's just really, it feels like they're really rushing to make a Justice League movie rather than focus on a standalone movie between Batman and Superman. And there's this big, huge villain character that really looks like a giant tumor, and it is a tumor in this movie. And even if I like this movie, I still have a problem with this still. I'm not a problem, more of a mixed bag here, because I get it. They're trying to do, the ending is very ambitious. Again, it's a reference to another comic book series related to Superman, but I don't know. It really felt rushed a bit. It felt like two movies just came into the, but yeah, I just feel like a lot of stuff was going on. Basically, a Wonder Woman coming in and building up a Justice League movie right away soon. Here we have this character villain coming in, but at the center we have another subplot, the major primary subplot, which is Batman and Superman. I just feel that too many cooks in the kitchen happen here. So let's get on to the positives. One of the things that surprised the hell out of me, even though I supported the casting of this movie right away, it still surprised me that I still enjoyed Ben Affleck as Batman. I don't think he's the greatest live-action Batman portrayal, because he commits a lot of stuff in this movie, but well, at the same time, I'm like, well, Batman does, I'm just gonna say it, Batman kills in this movie. Batman kills. He has a high death count here, especially that scene when he's trying to get a piece of kryptonite from some of the goons, and his Batmobile just runs, or he just crushes the shit out of somebody shooting at him, or yeah, one of the crooks. I'm like, oh my goodness, this dude has no chill. Well, then again, I believe from we're theorizing that, I believe there's enough proof and evidence that this is right after Death of the Family arc, I believe, and he's just more of a retired Batman, and he's just had enough of society. But basically, the death of Jason Todd just took a toll on him, and all that happened. But aside from him killing a lot of guys, this guy Ben Affleck, this Batman, he is so cool. Even though the voice, again, wasn't a huge fan of the voice of Batman in the Dark Knight trilogy, I'm still not a huge fan of this growly voice. I mean, I get what he's trying to do with because he's trying to hide his identity, but yeah. But when he fights, holy shit, a lot of the action scenes, that's Batman. Like, wow, we finally got, you know, an amazingly accurate action, well, basically accurate on the action-oriented part and accurate portrayal of Batman. It's great. I love it. Especially when in the Bruce Wayne scenes, it just shows that it shows his smart side, his detective side, and him just working out, which is really cool. Gal Gadot, surprisingly, I really didn't care at first when she was casted as Wonder Woman. I was just like, I don't know. I actually originally I wanted Kate Beckinsale to play her, but then I watched the movie and I'm like, okay, Gal, okay, you won me over. All right, hell excited. They better do a Wonder Woman movie soon, and we'll get to that someday. Yeah, Gal Gadot's amazing, especially in the climax scene. Ooh, she's just great. Henry Cavill is once again playing Superman, and I love that a lot. I love that. It's just, man, he actually looks more like Superman, and his colors just more vibrant and stand out more. And I just love that Henry Cavill is just still playing Superman, and he's just more of a compassionate Superman. Like, he learned from his mistakes from Metropolis. He's actually more slowly building up to the Superman we all know, which is pretty cool. It's just that there's a lot of the montage scene when he's saving people, man, is really preachy, very unnuanced when it comes to the Jesus metaphor and just how overly preachy it is, and also how sad, like depressing it looks. We should be feeling happy, Superman saving people like that, basically being more recognizable, but then it's just so depressing to look at that stuff, and I'm like, oof, okay. They're brilliantly shot though. Amy Adams and everybody else, it's just phenomenal. I just love seeing all the extras, all these supporting characters just giving it all. Even Diane Lane does a great job in that. The action is phenomenal, even though that I have a problem with the third act. It's great. Well, the action's phenomenal, but the fight itself, the outcome, I just thought it was kind of dumb, because I'm just like, come on, we all know who could have won the fight. Although the fight between Batman and Superman is great, it's still, in my opinion, pretty flawed, because Batman pulls a thing, and then I'm like, well, and then a lot of us are like, I'm like, man, Superman, you should have just seen that coming, but whatever. And also, here's the thing, I'm gonna go back to another problem I have with the movie, is that Jesse Eisenberg, even though that I can tell he's having a lot of fun with the role, I don't see him as Lex Luthor. He just goes, Like, I get he's trying to play like psychotic Lex Luthor from the older comics, but I'm like, I don't know, man. I'd rather have him, I mean, he's still a mastermind in this movie, but I'm just like, dude, I just feel like he's playing more like Riddler than Lex Luthor. All right, so let's get back to the positives. The score by Hans Zimmer and Junkie XL, phenomenal. I love the Batman theme song, and I just love it. It's just great. It actually shows that there's actual struggle between the two, and the dawn of justice, the rise of the Justice League. But yeah, it's as you guys can tell, my review is a little jumbled up, but yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly just talk about the Ultimate Edition. If there's any version I recommend from any of these two cuts, please watch the Ultimate Edition, because when I saw the theatrical cut, I was heavily underwhelmed by the movie. And in the Ultimate Edition, I'm like, why wasn't, apparently Warner Bros. Loved this version, but apparently they didn't release it in theaters. Okay, because it explains a lot. There's a lot of plot holes in the theatrical cut that are explained and shown on the Ultimate Edition. I'm just like, what happened? I mean, well, this is back then, where before Avengers Endgame, they wouldn't hold movie theaters wouldn't hold 3-hour-long movies, I believe. But yeah, the Ultimate Edition fixes a lot of problems that I have with the movie, and I don't know why it's rated R. It doesn't warrant a rated R. Because there's a lot of scenes in prisons where they show people getting shanked because Batman believes that he's judge, jury, and executioner. Okay, but yeah, I feel it, and also the Ultimate Edition is better paced in my opinion than the theatrical cut. So if I were to give this film a rating overall, I'll probably give it for the theatrical cut like a 2.5 to a 3 star. It's I'm a 2.5, because it doesn't add. It's just like a beautiful mess, as a lot of people call it. But the Ultimate Edition, surprisingly, I actually think it's good. I can even say great in some places. So I'll just give it a 4 out of 5 for the Ultimate Edition. But here's the thing, that 1 star goes for that villain from the third act. But yeah, but the more I think about it, the more I'm like, it's not really more of my issues, it's more my main, aside from Lex Luthor and a couple of things, and just, it's a lot of stuff going on. I still feel that the message is just too preachy, in my opinion, and too in your face. But yeah, but I get the message. So that is my messed up and jumbled up review of Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So tune in next time, so we'll be talking about Suicide Squad, both the theatrical and the extended cut. So sorry, Production signing off. You guys enjoyed the show.